I can share something.
Okay.
In the beginning, my space was so much smaller. So when I was in comm with Omni, my space is so much bigger. And I just, when I contact them and gave the command, all my space is just so light and so much bigger. Yeah, I feel like a release. I don't have like heaviness. So that was nice for me.
Interesting cognition here. It wasn't in the form of communication. It wasn't like wording back and forth, but there was this giving command to Omni, indicate the suppressive, and then there was this protest, like there was unwillingness to stop being suppressive, like as if it was a useful tool. And then I was given the question, like, how is it useful? How is it good? Like, why you don't want to leave this tool? And then I realized why it was, because it was like quick and very quick handling without getting into the fine details of situation. It's like there is a mosquito and you just gone, you know, can be useful when you don't want to get into the studying of the situation in the fine details of it. So, and then I realized that it can be changed without naming a space or without any trouble. It can be changed just by changing my attitude toward the tool, that I can use different tools. Not me personally, but I'm talking about the whole thing, like somewhere. It's difficult to speak in a different language, but I hope somebody understood me.
So as soon as the process ended, it was a sense of relief, but also all the flow of energy that was blocked or suppressed got released, and I just got goosebumps one wave after the other. It was almost like a positive impulses just came back.
I must say, when we started the process, it was I felt out of calm with my body and out of calm with everything around me. But I could now identify that I had this whole group of SPs in my body and people that, beings that were PTS because of what I've went through the last few weeks. And I can now slowly feel that I'm getting back in calm and the calm lines are starting to open up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just felt lighter and even my back felt a little bit better. So yeah.
I must say it was like pushing the reset button and putting everything to factory default. And yeah, it was just an amazing experience. So that just the sense of things that were out of order or things that were stuck, just getting back into motion. It's actually quite an incredible sensation.
It was a floating, nowhere, disconnected. It actually felt kind of nice. It was similar to boredom for me, but it was like taking rest of everything, disconnecting and being nowhere. But I wouldn't say that for long, but for a second it was a nice racing point. And then you come back connected to your dynamics, all your wishes, all your impulses and gains, etc. But that was nice.
I must say with this process is so far it was the process for me that took the longest so far, but after running it several times, things just started happening and I wasn't even aware of the level than what it was, and it's the sensations afterwards, it's just amazing, not just physical but even in my personal space. It's light and easy to communicate without any hesitation.
I sometimes forget how big this game is, you know, and how big Lambda Land is and everything. And the nice thing is to know who I am in this game, and to especially helping freeing other beings, you know, and sometimes previously I felt so alone, but this is so much bigger, and I'm not alone, you know. It's like having this big team with me, and it's just sometimes I forget it, you know. So yeah, it's nice. Thank you.
Definitely feeling a lot more in present time. It sort of brought, it took the confusion away and definitely brought back into present time. Definitely helped for that.
It makes a huge difference, because I feel so much better, quicker, so much quicker. Yeah, so thank you.
Through the process, in the past, getting back into present time, it took much longer than normal. And with the last process, it was almost instant. The sense of staying in present time and continuing or being pan determined in present time has opened up.
Surprised that OMNI can do this as well. I was like, what else can OMNI help with? And yeah, I'm just glad it can help with this too.
Dean?
Yeah, I actually can feel somatics flowing, which is very cool. This is the first time that I've done this, that I can actually feel the somatics flowing out of my lower back. Must be some kind of emergency going on there.
Yeah.
Never thought of it that way, just never connected, but you know, that's very cool. Yeah.
Yes, this is how OMNI works, right?
That's very cool.
Okay.
Well, I love this process because it's like just putting in, you know, the correct indication to the correct people. So I just get this continuous kind of release, line charge, release when I do this process. I love it. I think it's brilliant. And so for that on power, I just reached out through all the dimensions of eternity. Then I came back to Earth. I thought, well, there's a lot of people stuck in power here on this planet. You know, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? So I indicated it to all of them. And then I got into the body and the life source of the body and indicated it to that. And that was me.
Just wanted to say it happens for me, how quickly the charge get handled. You know, I can feel it comes in, and then OMNI helps it, and it just blows so quick.
Something that I realized or had a nice cog on it is the sense of the unwillingness to transfer power from one point to the other. And the more sticky it got, the crazier it was for me to observe the actual amount of and also size of OMNI. And they are just handling it as soon as it comes up, and as soon as it was handled, all of these beings just started to back off again. So that was quite intimidating to see it in action. Sorry, the cat is also agreeing with me as we're going along.
It's like there is alignment, that there's not confusion anymore, that there's more alignment in and around my body as to what is the right condition to be in.
Yeah, my situations, I think, aren't as broad. It's more specific. I was on staff for a long time, and there were a lot of incorrectly indicated conditions. And I didn't realize that it was affecting the actual cells in my body, you know, from being, okay, I'm braced, you know, the cells are braced for something. They're just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're just like tense. The cells in the body are tense, waiting for something. And that indicating it is releasing that charge. It's like they weren't in those conditions. You know, I wasn't in those conditions. They were, it was, well, I guess basically suppressive. And looking at it from that viewpoint is pretty amazing for me. Yeah, that's really a lot of charge there. I tend to want to look at it more. When I get the indication, then I want to examine it more.
When I look at the condition, I have a viewpoint. And when I ask Omni to assign a condition, they assign a different condition. And it seems that their condition is from a pan-determined viewpoint. So where when I look at the condition, it's maybe from a self-determined viewpoint. So I assume the pan-determined condition is the correct one, where the self-determined condition is maybe skewed.
I missed the first seminar, so I did it from the video, and it was just continuous line charge, continuous release all the way through the process. And I indicated all the conditions, or, you know, via Omni, but indicated all the conditions. So, yeah, so I really find it a very interesting theta level of operating.